What's up, guys? It's CB Ride. So today we're going to talk about something that's not exactly fun to talk about. But recently, with it being Veterans Day, I saw a number, and I'm a vet myself. And so this number kind of surprised me. I didn't, we always talk about it and think of it as being an issue, but never talked about just how serious it was. So this number, last year in 2000, or not last year, so it's a few years old, the data, right? But in 2020, 6,146 veterans took their own life, committed suicide. Veterans of American U.S. military veterans. That number to me is absurd. People deserve as much help and as much support as they can get, whether it's from the government, whether it's from their family members and friends, right? A lot of military members, I was fortunate not to have experienced anything too traumatic, right? But for those that did, the consequences of that are lifelong, and it's something that you have to think about every day, and it creeps up on you, and I'm sure for a lot of people that it's extremely difficult to deal with. Plus then life itself, just in America, has progressively gotten harder. Inflation keeps going up, things are getting more expensive, life's becoming harder to live. So you take all those things into account, and yeah, these numbers are a little bit staggering. According to the study, right, it was the second leading cause of death for veterans under the age of 45. So of all the things a veteran could be killed by, the second highest on the list was them taking their own lives before the age of 45. And that's horrible. Talking about this more, right? First of all, if you're a vet, or really anybody who's watching this video, and you struggle with mental health and you have suicidal thoughts, you need to talk to somebody. But the bigger thing, I gotta tell you, your life is worth living, no matter what, no matter who you are. You're 100%, your life is worth living to the fullest. It's part of the reason I got back into motorcycles. So for me, motorcycles have always kind of been my release, right? I can come out, I go on the bike. Most of the time when I'm on the bike, I don't have time to think about anything else. I'm just thinking about riding, and it clears my head. It's almost therapeutic for me in a way, and everybody's gonna have their own way of dealing with things, right? But I stopped riding for like a year, and I did notice my mental health did decline slightly. The motorcycle to me is something I'm super passionate about, and I didn't want to be without it. So if you need help, you need to get help. And I think that's the hardest part, is that a lot of military members especially, they have a lot of pride. They have a lot of kind of hiding their emotions for years. And it's hard for a vet to talk about these kind of things, mental health, for a lot of people. Now there are some that can do it, and they do it well. Others not so much. I'm one that's generally, this is really awkward for me to talk about, because I tend to kind of keep my emotions to myself for the most part, and I don't let things bother me. But that's not the case for everybody. There's definitely resources for help if you're a vet. The best place you can start is with the VA. So you get the VA crisis line. I'll have the number in the description below, and some other resources where you can go to get help. If you happen to be a vet who stumbled upon this video and has ever had these thoughts, or thinks I need to talk to somebody, right? There's people there who will talk to you. But I would say what's an even better resource for me, right, is talk to people that you serve with, right? Get in contact with those people who shared the same experience with you. Talking to other veterans can be an awesome way to kind of vent and talk about things. When you're talking to like-minded people who have experienced similar things, right? Reach out to those people. And in the same breath, it's something that I've been trying to get better at myself, is you should be reaching out to your friends, right? If you're a former service member, reach out to those people you serve with once in a while. Check on those people. You you got to check up on your friends, even the strong one, right? Even the one that doesn't seem like anything's wrong, right? Check up on your people. Make sure that everybody's good. You know, that if somebody's going through something, you know, you're there for them. Sometimes it might just be as simple as going and having a beer, right? Just having that time to talk to someone, right, could make all the difference. Another resource and something that I'm a part of right now is the VFW. So all around the country you can find VFW posts. Talk to your local VFW posts. Get involved with that. For some, that can be giving you kind of a sense of purpose. It gives you a community, right? Kind of puts you back in that military community a little bit if that's something you need. For a lot of people, that can be really helpful. So definitely check out your local VFW posts. They're there, and it's going to be more people that are there to help. But again, I always come back to the biggest thing. To me, your life's always worth living. I mean, I don't pretend to know the struggles of someone with PTSD. I don't know what that's like. I haven't experienced it. I don't pretend to know the struggles of somebody who's lost their job. I haven't had that experience, right? But I do know that when things get difficult, it's always going to get better, right? You can always find a way to make it better. And I think that's the big takeaway. Yeah, this is going to be a short video. I didn't really have too much more to talk about. I'm just on a ride right now, on a little back road. It's only 5 o'clock, 5:30 here. It's Virginia. It's now dark at 5 o'clock because of daylight savings, so that's fun. But yeah, down below I'll have some links and information, not only for vets but for anyone else who's struggling with mental health, numbers that you can call, the people you can talk to. Like I said, the first part and most important part is just admitting that you need that help to yourself and knowing that there's resources out there for you that can provide that. Yeah, I know, kind of a downer kind of video. Kind of not a fun thing to talk about, but it's an important thing to talk about. Right? If you've got a family member that was a vet, check on them. Check on them often. They're probably going to get annoyed, but it's for their own benefit. That number definitely needs to be less. Yeah, I'm CP Rides. Have a good one. If you like the video, share it, spread it. You know, get this information out there to as many people as possible. I don't do YouTube for a living by any means. Very small YouTube channel. I've never taken it as like a potential to even become my living. I work as a engineer and pretty happy with what I do. Just hopefully spreading that awareness and maybe it can help somebody. So share it around, like and subscribe if you like the video. I do make other content. I do a lot of motorcycle stuff. I have another channel, Rain FPS. That's my gaming channel. But yeah, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Keep the rubber side down. Have a good one.